Lloyd has been working with us for a couple of months now. He's been applying the skills that we teach inside of the Bizops Academy. And in this video, I'm going to be showcasing the exact call that we had with one of his clients in order to help secure him a $500 project. This is taking the skills that he's learned inside of the Academy and applying them to real, tangible results. So let's dive in.
Okay. I run a clinic practice myself, right? I'm double board certified in family medicine and psychiatry. So I run a men's health clinic that is full scope comprehensive primary care, for one. I also am a full-time professor for Creighton University. I also run a healthcare consultancy. I also am working on research in men's health for publishing and systemic reviews and whatnot. I also am launching this business, and I have little dibble dabble fingers in other things, right?
Absolutely.
Along with the doctoral work that I'm telling you about that I'm doing at Yale now, right? The second doctorate degree.
Not just
So
one, but
I
two.
don't I don't say all that to like be boastful. I say all that to
The
try to
the
make
minor
this as
inconveniences
possible.
we don't have time for them essentially.
I don't have time for a bunch of back and forth foolery with stuff that's supposed to be
Yeah,
working.
absolutely,
Like,
100%. And no, man, that's not being boastful. Like the reality is, this is such a problem that so many people face when it comes to starting systems and organizations like this. Because it should be one of those things that you can say like, "Hey guys, okay, you said we're going to use Go High Level. It's going to be able to do X, Y, Z. Just build it, right?" And that's what you're looking to
I'm
have
out.
done. Yep, awesome, awesome. I like that. Well, Eugene, for now, this will come at no additional cost to set up the Go High Level system. What I would recommend that you do is I would recommend that you cancel whatever hosting platform you have right now. And then
Okay.
Lloyd and I, we can work on the back end to take care of a way to get that set up with that's more reasonable, and that way we don't run into any excess issues.
Okay.
In the meantime, what Lloyd and I will be looking at is how are we going to structure this second brain for what you're looking for to house all of the information, set up the automation, set up the email templates. Because here's what I don't want to happen. I don't want you to be like, hey, I just need a website, and then find out later that no, we need something to send emails. No, we need automation tool like Zapier to connect everything. No, we need another tool to do XYZ, right? I would rather just bang out what we need, a low cost tool that can get you everything that you're looking for, that can function as this quote unquote second brain for this business that you're looking to build. That way we can just connect and plug and play together without any bottlenecks like we were running into with hosting. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. Makes total sense. And there's a bigger picture for this business. So having something built that is scalable
Absolutely.
is, I'm 100% on board. That's logical to me.
Yeah, and so if we start with just like a WordPress site, we're gonna run into some issues when we get it to want to send emails or we want to collect payment information. Like we can create all the products inside of Go High Level. That way we can ensure that everything functions exactly how you want it to function, with the ability for either you to step in and say, "Hey, I want to do XYZ with it," or for one of us to step in and just immediately have access and know exactly how it works, right? Um, so I think the best way to go about this is Lloyd and I will get together on sketching out what this second brain needs to look like.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and get some drafts put together. They're not going to be accurate to the information that you're wanting to convey, but I think that would be great for a later conversation as how we want to convey that information on Go High Level, everything along those lines. And then most importantly, what I do want to get kind of covered right now is when are you looking to launch this?
We were hoping to launch in September, like this fall, so that we could start getting students who are graduating signed up.
Okay, gotcha. When is graduation? Like when they take their exams and everything along those lines? Is it around this time period?
Generally speaking, we'll start seeing a influx of folks in November, December, January timeframe, and in uh, May, June, July timeframe. Those are the two big peaks.
Okay.
Okay, and can I just jump in for a minute? Just for my notes, you said you're certified in medicine and psychiatry. What would those certifications be called? I know there's like AANP and stuff like that. Um, is along those lines.
Yep, so I'm board certified in family medicine and psychiatry through the ANCC. There are two different bodies, and sometimes folks get certified to do the work, and then other folks get board certified, what they consider to be the gold standard. So I'm the board certified group.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Real quickly as well, Eugene. So we're looking to get this launched, I assume, relatively quickly. That way we can maybe catch some of the people that are in fall graduates. With that being said, that timetable is. I feel like we can get a really good draft within the next 1 or 2 weeks. I would like to get some of the emails set up as well outside of just like the basic WordPress site that you can submit and you capture. I'd like to get some of those things set up, so it might take just a little bit longer, which is why I'm saying 1 or 2 weeks rather than just a week. The entire build itself is not going to be that complex since you really have one product that you're looking to sell, and there's not a whole lot of moving pieces. It's very simple. Hey, you fill out this form, you make this payment, you're going to get access to this Zoom meeting session, we're going to host at this day, this is when it's going to happen. The cool thing is, since we're using GoHighLevel, you'll be able to track all of your attendees, all of the information, all of the appointments, all in one place. So that's going to be the benefit of using GoHighLevel over WordPress. WordPress is really good if you just want a static website, but for you, you have a little bit more moving pieces in that, so this is going to be a little bit more of a better tool for you, okay?
That works. Honestly, I've never used WordPress before. When I set up the LLC for this business, that company just offered, hey, we'll give you this for free for the first however many months or whatever, and then you go from there. So, all right, if it's free, I'll give it a try.
You know what I love, Eugene, is you're kind of like you're like, man, I don't care what y'all use, just get something going, and that's something that you don't see a lot. You see a lot of people trying to try and pick out the pieces and be very like micromanagey in what they want to use. That's what I love. Awesome.
IT, that's not my lane. That's not my lane. I'm not trying to. I wouldn't want you to come into my office and tell me how to diagnose.
That'd be like me coming in and say, I think for the sessions, what you should do is,
yeah, I know. So I'm not going to come into your territory and say, do this, Nah, I'm good.
I love that.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work.
With that being said, what are you looking at in terms of budget for a project like this? I know you mentioned that the contract was set to hourly, but of course we don't want to go and exceed these budgets and start doing things that we might not be prepared for, everything along those lines.
Appropriately compensated.
Well, Eugene, right. Full transparency, man, 500 for GoHighLevel build out is what we typically recommend to charge for it, which is right along lines of if you were to do a full WordPress build. So that's perfect, man. We can definitely get this draft set up. Since we are using GoHighLevel, just a little bit of leeway in the time. That's why I'm asking for about 2 weeks to put everything together. That way we can make sure that everything gets set up.
Man, I ain't worried about it. If this thing don't launch until January, look.
It'll launch sooner than that.
I'm signing up to go to school and need these
resources a lot.
And resources and whatnot, year after year, month after.
Man,
I'm not an add stress to life person.
I'm excited about using GoHighLevel for this because I think what you're gonna see. Have you used the tool before by chance?
Never.
What you're gonna see, man, is we can rig up the dashboard for you. We can rig up the contacts for you, where you can view everything at a glance and kind of know, like, okay, this is how many people attended the last session. This is how many we got booked for the next session. This is how many contacts we have. This is how many reviews we have. Like, this is going to really be like an all-encompassing tool, and you'll have your website on it as well. Does that make sense?
Yep, love it.
Awesome. Well, man, I appreciate you again taking up this time here. We're right about that 5:45 mark. You said you're in Texas, correct?
I'm in Nebraska.
Nebraska? Where did I get Texas from? I'm in Texas.
Central Time.
Yep, Central Time. Okay, that's probably what it was. Central Time, and I just thought you were here in Texas because, if the world goes to crap, Texas will just grow rockets and fly away. So that's all that matters. Awesome, man.
Totally fair.
Well, man, let's maybe set up a time to do a check-in next week to see where everything's going in. How does next week around, if not this time zone, or this same time for 5:15, maybe a little bit later in the afternoon?
next week, the 16th. Oh, yeah. Whatever time. Looks like whatever time after about noon should be okay.
Awesome. Well, Eugene, I really appreciate you hopping on the call today. I have my class here in about 15 minutes as well, so I appreciate you hopping on and just taking some time out of your day. With that being said, I'll shoot you a text right after this with just some brief summaries and what we're going to get taken care of, and we'll go from there, okay?
Cool.
Awesome.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, do you have any questions for me by chance before we hop off?
No, not that I can think of. I mean, I will have a ton of questions the next time we talk, but as an introductory conversation, I'm good.
Awesome. Well, man, I appreciate you taking the time today. Lloyd, if you want to stay on, we'll chat about some next steps as well. And Eugene, you have a great rest of your day, brother.
Cool. You too.
See you, brother.
Take care, Eugene.
Take care, man.